What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's all right. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry for the delay. Sorry. I apologize. Had an issue between the computer syncing up with the camera, wiring, yada yada. So I had to get the technical people behind to fix that. So yeah, do apologize for that. And it was out of my hands. I had to wait until it was sorted. It is what it is. Technology. When it goes right, it goes right. When it doesn't go right, everything fucking fucks up, right? So yeah, I do apologize for that. But thank you everyone for waiting, being patient. We've got it sorted. We're live. I hope you can now hear me okay. I hope everybody's blessed. A lot of things to talk about today. A lot of things to talk about, especially about obviously the big topic to talk about is the interview that Anthony Martial has done. I'm going to get that up, but let me just do some due diligence. Big up David Lee, one of the latest members in Planet Fast. So thank you very much for coming through. Jeff, I do apologize for making you wait. Liam, big up and welcome. Welcome Arteta out as always. Actually, I says you are always on time. Today I wasn't. I do apologize. I wasn't particularly on time today, was I? Yeah, technical issues. It is what it network issues, as I'd say, network issues. But anyways, I'm here. I'm here. We'll talk. I want to firstly do. I want to do something a little bit different straight away off the back. I want to do a little poll. I'm gonna do a little poll. I'm just gonna get it up. 1 second. There we go. It should be. There you go. It should be live. I want people to have a think about the poll and give a little vote. Give a little vote on the poll and what do you think? Have a think about it. So basically, are you happy with the interview that Martial has done? Yes or no? Obviously, you've read it. You all have read it. You all have understood it. You've been on Twitter, YouTube, looking at stuff. Cool. But are you happy with what has come out? Are you happy with him doing the interview? Are you happy with the things that are said or that have been said? I want to know. I want to know what people think. Me personally, I don't really understand. Am I the happiest? No. Am I really upset? No. But am I more upset than happy? Yes. So, in essence, am I happy? My vote would be a no. I am not happy. I'm not particularly happy with Martial doing that interview. There's a reason why I'm not happy, though. There is. There is a particular reason why I'm not happy, and let's dissect that. So, firstly, members, big up yourself. I will drop the StreamYard link into the members only group chat soon. If you want to become a member, hit the membership link down below. I think there are some members possibly still free. Big up to Liam for donating the memberships. Last time someone donated, they got picked up straight away. Straight away. This is a fantastic comment from David Lee. Too much coming out of you. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. This, regardless of what you think, it's just too much shit coming out, and I'm not happy with that. Okay, so here's my thing, right? First question that I want to raise and ask. The topic is Ten Hag. Will he be happy with the interview? I want to think from the manager's perspective. I try and be as logical as I can. I try and give as much context as I can, but I'm a human being, ladies and gentlemen, and sometimes I might not. I'm not going to be the most logical and level-headed. I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not a robot, right? But I want to think from Erik ten Hag's perspective. Do you think he is going to be happy with this interview? If you ask me, I don't think so. I don't think Ten Hag is happy with this interview at all. I don't think he will appreciate a current player who's not on loan or anything as such making comments about older managers or previous managers who've just left. I don't think he'll appreciate that. Forget for a second, I know you're doing the vote, so do your vote anyways. But to dissect the whole thing, forget your thought, forget my thought, forget it all. But do you think Ten Hag appreciates it? I don't think so. That is important. What does my manager want? What my manager want, my manager gets. Would my manager have wanted Martial to go onto a platform and give his thoughts? No. So that's my issue, first and foremost. Second thing, what is Martial trying to achieve from all of this? What is he trying to achieve? Can someone explain that? What is he trying to gain out of this interview? What will the fan base think of him? What will media think of him? The manager, the organization? We keep banging on about division in the fan base, division this, division that, division. We keep talking about fan bases being divided. It's not good for the club, yada yada yada. Well, does that help this division thing? Does that interview help the current division that we're in? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I don't think so. I definitely do not think it helps. I think it actually, what it does is it makes the fan base way more divided than it needs to be already. And I can't blame him because at the end of the day, it's his decision to do the interview, right? He's his own man. But whilst you're under contract, I don't know. Think of it like this: Dean Henderson made an interview. We weren't appreciative, were we? No one here was appreciative when Dean Hendo made an interview. Eric Bailly just made an interview. No one is happy with him. No one is happy with him. A lot of people are unhappy. Some people are happy. Some people are unhappy. Yeah, cool. But it doesn't help anyone. And I'm going to say this because you know me and my thing with Eric Bailly. I really like Eric Bailly. I think he's a great footballer. But does that help the club? No, it doesn't. That's the fact. Why is this sort of interview coming out? My question is, why is this coming out? Can someone explain this in the comments? Why is something like this coming out of Manchester United? Why is he allowed to go and do that interview? Was Ten Hag not aware? Ten Hag is going to do a presser in a few days. I wonder the questions that he's going to get asked, and I wonder the answer that he gives. I do. I really do. I wonder if the interviewer asks him, right, Eric, sir, have you heard about the interview that Anthony Martial did? Yeah, okay, yeah. What did you think? He might turn around and say, you know what? I've not even read it. I've not even read the interview, so I can't tell. You know how Eric is. He's very straightforward, blunt. He keeps it short and simple. He won't give them much. He might just turn around and say, I ain't heard it. He might turn around and say, well, he talked about the past. I wasn't here, so I can't talk. He might give an interview like that, believe it or not. We know how he is. We know exactly how he is. One Don says, the interview is okay. Players all over the world do interview. Sure. Callum says, can someone explain to me about Martial said in the interview? Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. At this point, it is best interest to get Tony Martial playing so that United can actually attract interest to other clubs to buy him. Fair point. I believe that Ten Hag rates Tony Martial. Interview won't be relevant. Interesting. Interesting. I have been like you on transfer deadline day, not been on the phone. What was the comment said? Right. Let me get the comments up. 1 second. Let me bring it up right now. And then I'll share it with you all. And you all can dissect it with me as well. So bear with me shortly. I'll break it up. I'll bring it up. There we go. Interview, share screen. Boom. Should be sharing any second now. What is it? Hey. No, that's not the one. There's so many Anthonys that it comes up with a different Anthony when it's that's not the case. So Metro, I think that would be a good one. Yeah. He definitely blasted Ole though, that's for sure. He absolutely blasted Ole. Really properly went at him. So yeah, that would be interesting to dissect as well. There we go. Boom. Get all this off. Right. There we go. Cool. Share screen. So you should all see it now. What's that? Yep, there we go. Cool. Right. There's the interview. Anthony Martial slams traitor Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and disrespectful Jose Mourinho over their Manchester United reigns. Boy, it's sad. It's sad. Anthony Martial has slammed Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for how they treated him during their spells at Manchester United. Okay, cool. After an impressive debut season at United under Van Gaal, Martial was unable to kick on during Jose Mourinho's reign. The Portuguese had no hesitation in criticizing the French forward. So Martial and Jose Mourinho had quite a bit going on in terms of um, relationship between each other. And I want to give quick context to that as well. Bear with me. I want to give a quick context to that just quickly. Bear with me. I don't know if you lot know this. I do not know if you guys know this or not. Jose Mourinho reveals Anthony Martial flirted with his daughter. Did you all know this? Doesn't help Anthony Martial's case, does it? Absolutely does not help Anthony Martial's case. And I'm going to get back to the interview comment. I am, but it's important to understand this as well. It's important that I'm surprised that the fan base were not aware or didn't think of this. But let me just quickly do that. 1 second. There we go. Boom. Cool. So AS Roma head coach Jose Mourinho has revealed that his time at Manchester United, his player Anthony Martial flirted with his daughter. The Portuguese revealed he found out Martial sends uncensored photos to his daughter. After getting knowledge of what is transpiring between the Manchester United player and his daughter, he immediately told Martial's mother about it, and together it was settled. So it was settled. When I saw Manchester, when I was in, I am dyslexic, so I apologize. When I was in Manchester, Anthony Martial sent weird pictures to my daughter. I told his mother about it, and it was settled. Just as Pep Guardiola had promised to send Spurs Dele Alli a medical if City team win the Champions League. Unfortunately, they failed to win. The Spanish coach had found out the English player had been going out on dates with flirting with his daughter. Interesting. I lied to my players. I won't celebrate, but oh no, Martial and Mourinho did not have a good relationship when the tactician was at Manchester. Mourinho had even fined the Frenchman for staying at the lab and missing a training session when his girlfriend was giving birth. Wow, that obviously doesn't help as well. So he was in the hospital, missing training when his girlfriend was giving birth. According to the Times, Mourinho was unimpressed by Martial's mental approach to the games and considered replacing him with Perisic, labeling him as mentally weak. Well, obviously, he replaced Sanchez came in, which made it difficult for him to recover from disappointments, and claiming the 23-year-old sulked too much during games. Sulked too much during games. That's mad because he went on to say, "I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor." So it's a bit mad. It is. People needed to know this about Martial before you make a judgment on Mourinho. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys. Let me go back to the original. Bear with me. The original article. There we go. Cool. Let me read some of the comments quickly as well. Oh snap! Yeah, I'm surprised people didn't know this. I'm very, very surprised. So that's why Mourinho got petty with Tony Martial. Yep. Weird pictures to my daughter. Interesting. First time hearing about this. Well, I told you, like, people tell me that I don't give context. Like, that shit pisses me off. I probably dig up so much shit, and people tell me I don't give context. I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with flirting with the daughter? You don't go flirt with the gaffer's daughter. Come on. And you have a woman and you're having children. You do not do that. Come on. There's basics, ladies and gentlemen. There's basics. there's some things you don't do, and that's one of the things is you don't mess with the gaffer's family if you're a player. Uh, he's married. Would you like him flirting with your daughter? Marriage ain't stop. Come on. Always the worst manager I've ever seen, says guys, big up. And is married. Yeah, exactly. So it's look, married or not married, that's his, whatever his dynamic. But you don't go and do anything um with the manager's daughter. You just don't. That's just how I look at it. You don't. Anyways, going on to the interview. Uh, yeah, lacked maturity, named among some of the players he felt like they were spoiled kids, while after sacking Mourinho said he felt that the 26-year-old wanted to play as a striker for the wrong reasons. What are these wrong reasons? I don't know. But Martial has now accused Mourinho for not respecting him. How do you expect to respect when you were texting his daughter? When you were texting his daughter, how do you expect to get the respect? I don't understand. I really don't. Um, and admits he was hurt by the decision of stripping him from the number 9 shirt following Zlatan Ibrahimovic's arrival. I don't know. I don't know. Why does the shirt number matter so much? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Um, in an interview with France Football, Martial said, um, I started with the story of the shirt number. During the holidays, he sent me a message to ask if I wanted to change to number 11, explaining to me that it is great because it was worn by Ryan Giggs, a club legend. So I understand where Mourinho's coming from to trying to change change the thing about the shirt number and make it into like, oh, Ryan Giggs wore it, so you should wear it too. But I tell him that I have the greatest respect for Giggs, but I prefer to keep the number 9 when I return to the club. I see my name with number 11. The story did not end well. He lacked direct respect for me. He lacked direct respect for me. I don't get it. What respect? What have you achieved to demand this respect? Like, can someone tell me? As Anthony Martial, what have you done to deserve this respect that you're going on about? What is this respect about? I don't understand. Have you been like a Ballon d'Or winner? Have you been best striker in the world? I don't understand this lacked direct respect. I don't get it. Shirt number, right? As well, from a number 9 to a number 11. Why does it matter? You're playing for Manchester United. Sacrifices should be made regardless of whatever. Why does it matter that you don't have the shirt number? Again, it does not make sense to me at all. At all. Further going on. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. Further moving on to the interview, he says, he talked about me in the press, little phrases, a bit like he had done with Karim Benzema at Madrid. He likes these little games, but he also knows who he is doing it with. Saying the manager was playing games, that's a big fucking statement. Like, come on. That's a big statement. That's not a small statement at all. At all. He knows that I'm 20 years old and that if I say something, it is I who will pass for the young person who lacks respect. So he is understanding that, oh, if I said the same thing, if I said something, people would think I don't have respect. They would just simply turn on me and say, oh, you're the one with no respect. So he didn't say anything. So I said nothing. It was useless. The following season, I was the best in the team. In the first part of the season, he brought in Alexis Sanchez, and then I hardly played anymore. Well, you were doing things with his daughter. So I don't know. I really don't know. It's a 50-50 one. It's the season of the World Cup. And it cost me dearly, especially since the France team won. I should have been there. So he's obviously not happy that his season was cut, short in terms of the France situation, and he didn't get to be in France. So he's got a grudge against Mourinho at the same time as well. Martial also accused Solskjaer of treachery by claiming that the former United manager refused to defend his performances when he played with injury. This is a big one as well. Martial also accused Solskjaer of treachery by claiming that the former United manager refused to defend his performances when he played with an injury. Loads of players have sacrificed and played with injuries. Like, what do you expect? I think Martial expects to be defended. He expects um that he should. I don't know. He expects it that he should be backed, and there's a level of respect I deserve. I am Anthony Martial, and I deserve this level of respect. Like, in the most respectful manner. Who are you to demand these respects? You've not been consistently the top performer in the club. You've not set the world on fire. Not fucking won any accolades. I don't know what you're trying to say. I personally don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Um, He says, speaking on the time under Ole, he says, I regularly played injured. People don't know it. I couldn't accelerate during 4 months following the COVID season. The coach tells me he needs me, so I play. But given my game, if I can't accelerate, it becomes very complicated and all the same. Right, sure. And I get on some fire, criticized by the fans, and the coach never bothered to tell the media. The coach never bothered to tell the media that I was playing with an injury. And you know what? That's fair. I understand him as well. I understand that I wasn't fit and he should have backed me a bit more. I feel like it's hard done by, etc., etc. I get that. I get it. He's a player. He wants to feel loved. He wants to feel wanted. I get it. It needs to. Yeah, it's good. But it is what it is. It is what it is, right? And then he says, obviously, I ended up getting injured for good, and when I came back finished, I didn't play anymore. I took it very badly. I had feeling of injustice. You are asked to sacrifice yourself for the team, and behind scenes you are dismissed. For me, it's almost treachery. That's all I hate. I can be blamed, but not for being fake. That's crazy, right? I took it very badly. I had a feeling of injustice. He feels like he's hard done by. Illegal crime has happened. You were asked to sacrifice yourself for the team, but then behind the scenes, you're dismissed. For me, it's almost treachery. I hate it. Blame me, but I'm not. I'm not a fake person. I'm gonna keep it 150. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it straight forward. Well, Anthony Martial, you've had issues on and off the pitch with let's be real, with your personal life. I'm no one to judge you on that. You've had issues with manager's daughter. You've had issues with injury. Even if we, let's say, go and look at Anthony Martial's injury record, right? He does have some issues there. Let's see. There we go. His injury record. I'll just bring it up for you guys to share the whole thing about his injury and Ole running him to the ground. Well, if Ole ran you to the ground, you did also have the best season under Ole as well, which fucking doesn't make sense. Which absolutely doesn't make sense. He was killing it under Ole as well. Anyways, let's go. So early on, 35 days missed with a sprained ankle injury. Then he joins Manchester United. Instantly, he's got a hamstring injury straight away. In the first season, he misses 7 days with 3 games missed. Head injury, thigh problems. So hamstring and thigh early on. Then he has muscular problems, another hamstring injury, missing 2 games. Ill, influenza, groin. Okay, again, hamstring, groin-ish region, 6 games missed. Knee injury, this is a big one. Knee injury, then thigh muscle strain, and then hip injury. These are thigh muscle strain, 9. Your thigh, your hamstring, your groin, they're all, somewhat connected. Well, all body parts are connected if you look at it that way, but they are somewhat connected. And then he's had a knee injury, and then he's ruptured his knee ligament, which obviously really messed him up because he missed 14 games and 126 days, almost half a year he's missed. And then he's again a knee injury, again a hamstring injury that he's had, and boom, now he's had an Achilles irritation. 4 games missed already with that already. So you've got the hamstring injury coming in quite a bit. You've had the knee issue that's obviously done up badly, thigh muscle strain, and etc. etc. There's injuries there. That's the fact. The fact is there's injuries there, whether you like it or not, whether the manager ran him to the ground or not. There's just injury there. Um, so at the end of the day, what matters now is how do you manage this? Do you want to keep a player like this in Manchester United dressing room? Is the question. The last and final question comes down is: would you like to keep a player like this in Manchester United? I don't think so. I don't think it makes sense. In all honesty, I really don't. I don't think it makes sense to keep a player like this in Manchester United at all. Why would you? Um, he's had loads of injuries. Is he the best striker in the world at the moment? Absolutely not. Does it make sense to go and get someone else? Yes, it does. If he can stay fit and give us some good moments, then sure. But just need to move on at this point. He's not a Ten Hag player. Ten Hag didn't bring him in, and yeah, just worth moving on. Let me go through some of the comments. Muhammad Ali says, "Big up Muhammad Ali, supporting the channel." Says, "I suppose standing up for yourself, but these players are a product of their environment. Too many holding grudges in Ole, Mourinho, and bored Zaha with LVG's daughter too." Exactly. Um, Fair point. I forgot the Zaha topic as well, but yeah, fair point. Martial spoke from the bottom of the heart. I mean, Martial fans will go to the ends of the world for him, and it's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You just do not want to look at context. Don't want to look at context. David Lee says, if you talked about your boss in a normal job, you would get sacked. Never mind flirting with the boss's daughter. It's a wrong on many levels. It does deal with it. Why can't Valencia, where the number 7 players and numbers matter? Um, I don't know. I don't. To me, it doesn't matter. To me, a number doesn't matter, but to some players it does. So big up to them, and if it matters to them, it matters to them. But if you ask me, right, um, he's got his number 9 at the moment. He's got his number 9, so it doesn't matter, and still injured. That's a fact. He wears the number 9 now, and he's injured, whether you like it or not. There's no Ole here. There's no one there. So yeah, that's that. He was texting Mourinho's daughter. That's that. Um, do you want to go around in circles with a player who's injured again and again and again? I'm sure Ten Hag doesn't want that. How he manages his injury will be the biggest question now. When he comes back fit, playing 90 minutes or playing, decent amount of minutes, scoring goals, being an integral part of the squad, that's when it will really matter. That's when it will really matter. If athletes are human being, if I come rip your Prada shirt off your back, will you have a problem, right? I understand, but like you're taking it to the way extreme. He's gotten sentiment to the shirt, and like I just said, his sentiment is perfectly fine. His sentiment is his. Some players want to have that connection with the shirt number, and that's fine. Like Ronaldo wants to have that connection with his shirt number because he's achieved the heights of football with that shirt number. Some people have that, right? Some people do. The only player that spoke genuinely and factually by Ian Martial. If Martial did that, Marino daughter, that's very inappropriate and punishable, but it's the Man United toxic structure. There's nothing to do with the structure when a player is texting the manager's daughter. Nothing. You can't justify that. The relationship would not be the relationship between the manager and the player would not be respectful when the manager is having to go to the player's mother to talk about the son, and it's out there as well. It's in writing. Mourinho said it, that I had to go to Anthony Martial's mother to put him in check. So yeah, you wanna think of that as well. And at the age when Mourinho took off Martial's shirt, I want to put this to you guys: who's bigger, Mourinho or Martial? It's always the manager. The manager is always the biggest. And above the manager is the club, right? So the club first, then the manager, then Martial. So if the manager says, Martial, take the shirt number off, shut up and take it off. Like, shut up and take it off. I'll have to have the same energy for fucking Ronaldo and Rashford and whoever. I love Ronaldo. But if Ten Hag turns around and say, Ronaldo, have this number and give 7 to Sancho, shut up and do it. You're playing for the biggest club in the world, in my opinion. People say Real Madrid, whatever, cool. But you're playing for my club. Fuck the shirt number. Put the numbers on the board. Put the numbers on the board. Score goals, do assists, play football, be fit. Ole messed you up. I apologize. What else can I do for Ole? I can't go and do anything on Ole, can I? He's gone. Ole's gone. But what do you mean you want to demand respect and demand a shirt number? Who are you to make demands? Now, who are you to make demands? I don't get it. I can't just walk into United View and make demands. I can just walk into my workplace, make demands. Like, who? I don't understand this demand. Like, what's this demand? I don't get it, man. Space Kid Big Up says, I'm going to drop the link for the members only group chat and for the members to come in and have their say as well. Big up. Martial hasn't performed well in the last 2 years for me. Care about his interview. What the hell has he done for the club? Listen. I love Martial. He's my Manchester United player. I do. I love every player. If you're wearing that shirt, I'm there in the pitch freaking wanting you to do well. I never want anybody to do bad, ever. I don't care who you are. I do not want you to do bad in a Manchester United shirt. I don't. But when you're not fucking there, what do you want me to do? You're not even there. God's sake, finding context for injury, you're not even there. So I should find context for injury and I should wait. I should wait until you're fit and come back to the pitch and perform. What do you want me to do? Now, what do you want me to do? Eric Bailly wasn't fit, gone. Varane wasn't fit. All of a sudden, he's not being fit. Be fit and play. At the end of the day, under Ralph's reign, you had a little bit of injury. You've had your preseason injury, whatever. You've come in preseason, had a knock, and then a knock again. Like, it's just injury. Some players, right? People will find the maddest questions. The freaking maddest questions. They'll say, is it the player's fault that they got injured? Of course not. Players can get injured sliding and hitting the goalpost. But is it the player's responsibility to making sure that their body is in tip-top shape when they can? Yes, it is. Ronaldo does it. Like, there's a level, ladies and gentlemen, to being this athlete shit. There's a level. Some athletes go to the freaking ends of the earth to have the best physios, the best food, the best stuff. I'm sure Anthony Martial does that. I hope he does. I'm not saying he doesn't, but let's be objective here. Wayne Rooney would sacrifice his fucking life for Manchester United if he can. You know it, and I know it. You know it, and I know it. Paul Scholes would sacrifice his life. Ryan Giggs. These players would freaking sacrifice themselves for the club. They don't care. They don't care. Nobody's above Manchester United. You cannot come to my club and demand respect. No. Look at the way we're freaking holding court for Ronaldo and what he's achieved in his career and what he's achieved with Manchester United. He's the best player. He's one of the best players to come out from a Manchester United shirt, from the Manchester United organization. Wayne Rooney, England legend. Manchester United legend, Manchester United hero. Probably in argument, some people will argue he's the best player to play for Manchester United. I would say he's the best player to play for Manchester United. Even he sacrificed his position to be having minutes for Manchester United. He sacrificed his position, sacrificed. He sacrificed for the club. And you have an issue with the shirt number. Win us over. Win us over. Forget the shirt number. Win us over. Score the goals, make the assists, be fair, play, score, do it. Again, I am mentioning again what happened under Ole. I apologize. Ole, criminal, man. But he's gone now. He's freaking gone. Ralf Ragnick is gone. What else can I say now? Preseason, small cameo, little preseason. Preseason is preseason. But okay, no, I say preseason is not preseason, by the way. I don't say it. I love preseason. I think it's very important. I think it's very crucial. It says a lot about the squad. It says a lot about the players. It's very important. To me, I don't just look at it as a joke. Football players do not go on a football pitch to lose. Doesn't matter if they're playing KFC FC or McDonald's FC or Liverpool or Madrid. Football players, even freaking you guys, when you play football, you want to beat someone, like you want to beat the team that you're playing against, right? So preseason is important. He does his thing in preseason and then injured. Does 45 minutes stretching in Liverpool, injured. Nah, man, I can't have that. I can't have that. I need players to be available. I need players to play football. I want you to give the manager a headache in a good way, right? In a good way. Like, oh, Martial is playing so well. I don't know who to swap him with. Oh, Rashford is playing so well. Elanga's doing so well. I want those type of headaches. I want good headaches. Liam says he's blaming everyone apart from himself. I mean, he has talked about being inconsistent a bit, so I understand. Man United need 2 new strikers desperate. I agree. David says, to be honest, how many footballers today play at 100% fit? That's an interesting question as well. Many players play injured by injecting. All who complain got a part in their downfall when you should have rejected playing and given a chance to others. I want to concentrate on this as well a little bit. Let's understand this, right? So before Ole, has he had injuries? Yes. That's a fact. Okay, not as much. Yeah, sure. Not as much, whatever. Cool. You want to say XYZ, but he's has injuries, right? Okay. Does that mean he was injury prone? No, I'm not going to say that. Football players have injuries. That's fine. But just going to lay down simple facts. Right? Has he had injury before Ole? Yes. Cool. If someone can comment down below how many injuries he's had before Ole, please do. These numbers are too much. I'm not a stat man. I don't claim to be. So please don't hold me against it. Communicate with me in the comment section and we'll go back and forth. Right. So he has injuries before Ole. Has he shown us he's amazing before Ole? Under the Van Gaal era, you could turn around and say he had, a good time. Ole, he didn't have a good time, whatever. But it's like this. Then Ole, he's had up and then boom, down again. So it's never really been a consistent trajectory with him, if you want to say. It's always been like this. Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole, and then Ralf Ragnick and Ten Hag. And it's never been a smooth trajectory. Do we know he's a quality player? Yes. Yes. You can't take that away from him. You can't take that away from Anthony Martial. He's a great player. He's a great player. Is he now, right, detrimental to the squad? This is a question to be asked. And I'll come to that as well. 1 second, quickly. Part of the comment, it says, who complained got a part in their own downfall, right? Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line, ladies and gentlemen? So what I'm trying to speak to you is, manager wants you to play. Let's say you're Martial, I'm Ole. Martial, the doctors have said you're cool to play. By the way, quickly, for the people watching, I want to, again, someone says here, I don't give context. I give a fucking lot of context. You just don't want to take it in. Reference, you lot know who watch my stream regularly. You lot know how much context I give. Reference, Mourinho, Tottenham Hotspur, All or Nothing. Episode whatever. Mourinho speaks to the medical staff to play Heung-min Son, who says, the medical staff says to Mourinho, if I sign off on this, I will get sacked by the FA if they find out. The link I'm making is, if Martial wasn't actually pitch worthy, Mourinho can't play him. You have to understand this. You must understand this. If Martial was not pitch ready, the doctor can't sign it off. Let's be real. But it comes down to the manager's decision if he wants to give him minutes. And it also comes down to the player's decision if he says, I'm not fit. Right? Let's be real. Let's be objective. Doctors cannot sign you off if you're actually not fit. If you're, that's just, I really want you to take this in. So the medical staff have signed you off to say you're pitch ready, unless you're ready. Yeah. So I just want to get that out there. Boom. There you go. Doctors cannot sign you off to play unless you're actually ready and match fit, right? So Ole has spoken to the doctors. The kid is match fit or somewhat match fit to play. Cool, whatever. He's then obviously asked Martial, can you give me minutes? And don't forget, managers and players, they have a conversation about these type of things. They'll say, yo, Martial, can you give me some minutes? Can you give me some minutes? Martial will say, Gaffer, I could probably give you 45. Well, Martial, give me 70, give me 60. These are the type of conversations they have. If you know about football, if you've played football at a high level, semi-pro, pro level, you would know this. My own friends that some of them are professional footballers. They come to me and tell me all the time, Faz, I can play 45. Gaffer wants me to play 55. What the fuck can I do? What the fuck can I do? Right? The managers need players. They need the players that are crucial. Ole identified Martial as being crucial. He said, Martial, you play. Martial played. Where do we draw the line? This is where I'm coming to now. You see the links I'm making? Where do we draw the line? Should he have gone and said, Ole, my Gaffer, I can't. I'm sorry. I can only give you 45. I'm really, 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 really sorry. Should he have maybe exaggerated his injury a little bit? So that Ole says, you know what? Okay, let's not. Because it's the manager's fault as well. The manager has okayed for him to play, has desperately said, play. And then he's gone and said, okay, fine, I'll give in and I'll play. But at what point do we draw the line? The medical staff are saying, yeah, he could probably play 25, 35 minutes, whatever. Ole said, nah, let's stretch it to 60 minutes. Martial said, well, the doctor's saying this, but okay, fine, go on. I mean, Cavani. A prime example, ladies and gentlemen, Cavani. Didn't play. Didn't want to play, didn't play. Injury, whatever. Muscle this, muscle that. Didn't play. Cavani. Ole messed him up. Ole messed him up trying to save himself, playing players with injury. The board messed him up hiring. Yeah, I agree. Ole did mess up. I think you pronounce Leslie. Yeah. Ole 100% messed up. You can't take that away. You cannot take that away at all. Let's see. Let's go through Glazers out. Yep, 100%. Martial, Luke Shaw, Margaret, Phil Jones, and Reject Spider-Man all have to leave by 2024. A lot of people have to leave. Emily says, no, you don't want to look at context. Well, I just broke it down for you. I just broke it down for you in depth as well. I keep breaking it down again and again and break it down more and more. So yeah, I'd cut ties with Martial, and if board want Rashford to renew just for being academy lad, then he needs to accept not more than what he gets with 2-3 year contracts period. I don't think we should give Rashford a hell of a lot of money. I really don't agree with getting a hell of a lot of money, but I think Rashford, by the looks of how he's doing, he could get a contract extension. It'd be good for him to get a contract extension, not a renewal. That's two different things, by the way. Renewing a contract, fresh contract means you get fresh terms, fresh wages, whatever. Extension means you stay in the same wages, you just play for longer. I would prefer that, but that's not going to happen. I'm just leaving in Planet Faz because Manchester United are not going to work like that. They're going to go and give him 310, 320 a week. You know that, and I know that. So yeah. Some people are Martial FC, says Liam. Will says that's rather embarrassing if the gaffer has to go to player's mother to get something sorted. It is. It is. Fast young people look each other no matter who is the Pearsons, bro. Okay, I get you. One done. Big up. Hush says big up. Thank you very much for joining. Martial hasn't played well in 8 years. Again, up and down. Testimonial setting soon. It is a crucial season now. It's just been saying crucial. Animal USMC says, Faz, you're my guy, but every human on earth has the right to demand respect. And where I'm from, you disrespect me as a man. We fight. That's how some people are raised. This respect thing is a bit. If I want to go really, yeah, like if I want to go really to the core, I'd have to find out the level of detail I can go into. You man, get me stressed out, man. Look, all Jose Mourinho, Martial, right? Jose Mourinho, Martial. Respect is the issue here, right? Martial messed with Mourinho's daughter. At what point did that happen? I'm going into CID mode now. I'm going into CID mode. What point did Martial disrespect Mourinho by contacting and doing things with his daughter that made Mourinho disrespect Martial? That's important as well. That is important. If you are speaking to my daughter and then I find out, I'm never gonna have respect for you. You're a married man. But then if I turn around and me and you have respect, whatever, and then I found out later on, after our friendship has grown, that you're texting my daughter whilst you're married, I'm gonna lose my respect either way. So respect is earned. I don't know what the hell people are talking about respect. Respect has to be fucking earned. I don't understand. Like, how can you demand respect? It never. You have to earn respect. Mourinho is a upper echelon manager. Upper echelon manager. Anthony Martial is just a player. There will always be, it's hierarchy. Life is about hierarchy. Club manager, players, whatever, or club manager, assistant manager, freaking coaching staff, players. It has to be like that. Respect is earned. You're supposed to respect your manager. It's as simple as that. Like, I don't know how people want to look at it. Factually, Martial has been a part of all the teams that have won trophies past Fergie, so he has contributed to United more than some people's favorites. Bruno, McTominay, Shaw. Sure. Yeah, if you want to look at it that way, I get you. I do. Why is the club playing players when they are injured, bro? Yeah. Why? Why? Why was Ole allowed to do that? At the end of the day, medical staff signed off on Martial to be match fit, because if they did do well, he's not match fit, they can get sacked. It's a sackable offense. Medical staff cannot sign off players to be fit to play at all unless they're fit. So it's a sackable offense. Saka is better than Martial. Shut up, Hamza. He's an Arsenal fan. Jeff says, I know, I get you. Big up. Cap, there is good doctors and bad doctors, all different beliefs. One told me I sprained my knee. Other told me what Tottenham docs say means nothing compared to MUFC docs. Okay, I get you and I agree. Some doctors are better than others. 100% agree, no problem. But to be a Premier League doctor, you have to know biology of legs and physics and blah blah blah, in and out. Yeah, sure, they might have signed off and they were bad doctors. Not saying they're good doctors. Never have I once said Man United doctors are great. If you actually know me, and watch my streams regularly, you know I say that Man United doctors are not good enough because the medical staff have failed us. They failed us with Cavani. They've clearly failed us with Martial. They failed us. The medical team have failed us. So yeah. Everyone just remember, Faz blames Eric Ramsey for everything. I don't blame Eric Ramsey for everything, so that's a false narrative. Fact is, 121 corners, no goals scored. Eric Ramsey was not good enough, so his position got changed from set pieces. You can defend well, but if from a set piece perspective, if you're not attacking well, then you're not doing your job right. Eric Ramsey was bought in from under 23 Chelsea as a specialist for set pieces, meaning corners, throw-ins, free kicks, defensively, attackingly. He's eating, set piece, sleeping, set piece, waking up, set piece. All he did was set piece. And during that time, he failed to get us any results from set piece, other than saying that we were third in the league from a defensive perspective for set pieces. When facts are presented to people, they don't like it. But during that United View stream, those guys jumped on me like a pack of wolves. And Cam said some eloquent shit and then said, shut up. So people just went crazy. But the fact is, Eric Ramsey failed as a set piece specialist, reason why he's doing something else, which is individual player development. And actually, Nobody educated me on this. Big up my members though. Big up the members group chat. I then went and researched what Eric Ramsey actually does other than SFP specialist, and he's working on off the ball movement and press resistance and pressing whilst opposition has the ball and transitions of the ball through gaps and XYZ. So those are the things that he actually does really well as well. So happy that he's doing that. Hopefully he does well in that. But from a set piece perspective, he was shit. But nobody educated me on that. They just said, Eric Ramsey, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. It's all about education, no? Arteta loves Arsenal says Mourinho should be able to control his kid moving loose. Uh, I get it, yeah. Furthermore, Mourinho's daughter should have more respect for her dad and not text his underlying colleagues. We don't actually know the full shit, do we? We don't. Fazi's Loki speaking facts, says Ganso. I hope that's how you pronounce the name as well. Sorry. We literally have the best header of the ball in the world on our team, yet we've scored like 2 corners this entire year, both Ronaldo in like March and May. Just so you know, this season we've scored 0 goals from set pieces. I think with a third team with 0 goals, with third, or as in like there's 3 teams who haven't scored goals from set pieces: Manchester United, Palace, if I'm not mistaken, and someone else. If someone want to, but we haven't scored from set pieces. We haven't. Who's doing the set piece job? I don't fucking know. Whoever's doing it is doing a shit job. It's doing a shit job. But yeah, there you go. Anthony Martial. Let me just drop the thing for the members only group chat so the members can join. Big up the members. There you go. I've dropped it in for the members only group chat. So yeah. Cool. Anyways, I raised a question on Twitter and people started going crazy. The question was, people thought Eric Bailly was one of the leaks. Some people anyway thought that. Some people thought Eric Bailly was one of the leaks because of the interview that he did. Well, energy has to be kept. People called Rafa Varane biscuit. People called Eric Bailly a biscuit. Let me just check how many minutes Eric Bailly played today, actually. Let me quickly go and check. How many minutes did Eric Bailly play? People want to compare when it doesn't fit their narrative. When is he playing again, Eric Bailly? Is he playing today or tomorrow? I don't even know. I don't even know. 1 second, let's see. I think he's playing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Huh? 1 second. No, the game is going on now. Let's see. He's on the bench, no? He's not. I don't think he's playing. I do not think he is playing. I don't know. Anyway, someone tell me. Someone tell me. Yeah, he got substituted. He got subbed. Anyways, yeah, they're winning 2-1. Big up Marseille doing their thing. I think Eric Bailly is not going to come back to the club. I think it's going to be that's going to be the case where they're going to give him enough minutes. He's going to play. He was on bench today. He's come on, and I think they'll just what do you call it? Pay the money and get him. He's a player, not a really good player. If he gets his act together, if he gets everything right, he can be well. But yeah, that is that Martial situation. If you ask me now, what do I think? I think we should move on after this season, unless he goes on and has a crazy, and I'm talking crazy season. And I don't some of the questions I don't understand. Numbers are important. If you think about numbers, when it comes to numbers in football, it's important. It is. I don't understand why people think numbers are not important in a football game. As a football player, you should be able to put 15, 20 on the board, as in get 15, 20 goals. If you're a forward, why is it an unusual demand to ask for Anthony Martial to be scoring 15 to 20 goals in a season to get 10 plus assists? It's not. It isn't actually unreasonable. So I don't know why people think that. Will he even play 60% of the game, says Joshua? That's a great question. That is a great question. Will he play 60% of the games? Time will tell. Time will tell. Arteta loves Arsenal says takes two to tango. Either had the chance to refuse each other's advances, block and delete. Free buy. Uh, Fast send me your barber's name and number, bro. My barber's name is PH Barbers. Big up PH Barbers. Big up PH Barbers, man. Got me looking sharp. Got me looking sharp. Um, Listen, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I said Martial will not be fit for the rest of September. Obviously, we're not having any games other than the Europa game. We've got Thursday fixture against Sheriff. Um, so yeah, let's look at the quick poll that I did as well. What people thought about the interview. There we go. 79% of the people are happy with the interview. 21% of the people are not happy with the interview. So majority of the people are okay with the interview. They don't mind this. They don't mind it. It's cool for them. No problem at all. They're happy that the interview come out. But if you ask me, man, I don't know. I don't know. Look, people were not happy with Dean Henderson's interview. They weren't happy. There was a bit of arrogance in Dean Henderson's interview. Like I didn't want the manager to see me. Like what? I don't get it, man. These small things, I don't get it. Eric Bailly, and I've been said it as well. Eric Bailly shouldn't have said English players. He should have said favoritism. The choice of words is important. This is clearly a deep thing. But fact is, the guy is injured. After this interview now, yeah, let's be real. Martial needs to have a fantastic season. He's clearly put on a pressure for himself. Let's be real here. He's put on an immense amount of pressure for himself. He needs to go and have a serious season. He does. He does. Because that's the only way it shuts us up. It shuts us up. Um, Joshua says, I haven't seen it yet. Is it the interview you haven't seen? Have you not seen the interview? Um, the thing is, Martial on paper is a very complete striker, but his injuries are major problematic with Ten Hag. Managing him, maybe he can find consistency and fitness. You know, the thing is as well, I don't want to call them Martial fans, but it is true. Martial fans, yeah, Martial stands, Martial FC will now turn and say, we have something to argue. It was all Ole's fault. It was all Mourinho's fault. Because under Van Gaal, he was perfectly fine. I don't know if I even read that bit, but he did go on to say Van Gaal looks at videos with him of him, during games, and Van Gaal looks at how he does off the ball movement, angles, channel, this, that, and educates him. And he preferred it. Martial said that. Martial said he preferred it. He preferred that what Van Gaal did with him, but Mourinho didn't. Man, if Mourinho opens his mouth now, man, damn. The thing is, people are going at Mourinho, but backing Martial. Do you know who the fuck Jose Mourinho is? Do you know who the fuck Jose Mourinho is? The same man that fucking found Didier Drogba. Jose fucking Mourinho. Jose Mourinho went and won the Champions League with fucking bunch of loanee players. Won us Europa League with major players injured. Came second in the league with the same bottle jobs that we keep calling. Do you know who Jose Mourinho is? Premier League winning Jose Mourinho. Nah, like this shit, like context this, context that. Like, do you know who the fuck Jose Mourinho is? Jose Mourinho tells to jump, you say how high? How fucking high? This is Jose Mourinho. If anybody knows who the fuck Jose Mourinho is, you shut up and fucking listen to him. Like, I don't fucking understand. I don't understand. Ganser says, but Marshall didn't talk about Ten Hag or current stuff at all. He's just talking about the past, which is, yeah, cool. When Ten Hag gets asked about this in the presser, he'll say, I have no idea because this was the past. It's nothing to do with me. That's what Ten Hag will probably say. I don't think Ten Hag will debunk it a bit because that's not our manager, as in, that's not the type of guy our manager is. Joshua says, yes, I haven't seen the interview yet. Couldn't vote. Looking for it now. Yeah, just have a look. Actually, I'll just quickly give you the interview link in the chat. There we go. Boom. There we go. Football Powerhouse. I'll see you. Oh, you just disappeared. I was just about to add you. Football Powerhouse. Sorry about that. Annie, big up as well. I've sent you the StreamYard link so you can join. Prayer should be respectful to any manager. Abdiweli says I'm Jose Mourinho. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. To be fair to Mourinho, he wanted to sell Martial, but Joel Glazer blocked the move. Martial also wanted to leave. Don't forget, he got his loan move. Mourinho is simply on a different planet compared to Tony Martial when it comes to accomplishments. Like, come on. Football Powerhouse, if you're watching, I tried to add you, but you've just dropped out. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. One of the members. Yeah, cool. But yeah, who are you to say, you demand respect from Mourinho? Last trophies by the special one, respect. Yeah. Remember, respect. 3 for me. Remember that interview? Nah, man, respect Mourinho. My people, people are fucking listen. Like, don't get me started on this shit, I've been very fucking objective. Nah, you lot know me. Who the fuck is Nah, if you don't like cussing and shit, I'm sorry. This is not the stream for you, but Van Persie was injured in Arsenal a lot of the times. Came here and fucking won the league with us. Demand respect. Earn it. Earn the respect, man. Earn the respect. Lord have mercy. Wayne Rooney would freaking kill or be killed mentality. Earn the respect. Do you think Wayne Rooney demanded respect? Let's be real. Do you think Wayne Rooney demanded respect from Manchester United fans? No, he earned it. He earned the respect. Us Manchester United fans will die on this sword for Wayne Rooney any day of the week. Absolutely any day of the week. At 20 odd years old, or if not 20 years old, you're demanding respect from a manager who's had the biggest achievements in world football. And you're just to him, you're just a player. You're just a player who's texted his daughter. And come on, fucking hell, man. Martial FC are a different breed. Abdullah says Varane went 10 Hag fitness plan and playing 4 games in a row. Hope Martial goes the same fitness plan. Hope so too. Not exactly the same, but I get you. Yeah, hope he gets the same treatment as in a personal fitness plan. Dele Alli never listened to Jose. Look where that got hit. Fucking hell, David. Love you for that. Love you for that. Jose Mourinho and Dele Alli's conversation. Do you want me to play it? Nah. You know what? I'm gonna play it for the Martial FC. 1 second. I'm gonna play it. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is Jose Mourinho? You crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Do you know who the fuck Jose Mourinho is? Nah, I'm gonna play this shit, man. You man are getting me vexed on this.
Midfield at Delhi has had a meteoric for his inconsistent performances.
Social media gives everyone a platform to voice their opinion. And it's like, oh, I hate you, leave my club. Then next week it's like, oh, I love you so much. Obviously,
true. Listen, every human being, listen to me here and now. I will continually say this forever. Every human being contradicts themselves. Every human being has hypocrite moments. We are human beings. The psychology of a human being is to contradict themselves and be hypocrite at times when it fits them. Our judgment and our ego and our pride makes us think that we are never contradicting, we're never hypocrite. But it happens. Acceptance, it happens. Football fans are notorious for that. 1 week you're a hero, 1 week you're a zero to them. And if the player is inconsistent, how can I be consistent?
Thank you, mate.
Who the fuck is Jose Mourinho, right? He didn't respect me. He didn't show me respect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, did Jose Mourinho not have an issue with Juan Mata? Did Jose Mourinho not have an issue with Juan Mata? But when Mourinho came to United, there was no issue there. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Jose is the absolute legend when it comes to giving tough love. He really knows how to get players going, and if you take it in and if you understand what he's trying to do, yeah. Austin says he's in both minds with the poll. Joshua says, I feel that the game changes day by day. If you don't adapt, you become static. That 2018 squad was so shit. Sad thing that Delhi just laughed it off. Warnings from Jose. Where is Dele Alli now? In all due respect, yeah, he's a professional player. I wish him all the best. Hope he does well. But for the quality of player that he is, and he could have become, what can you say, right? What can you say? Annie says, big up Annie says, players need to stop demanding respect and earn it. Some of the greatest footballers we speak about till date earned our respect. Ronaldo earned respect because of his performances from Manchester United, earned respect enough to be able to get called to Real Madrid, went to Real Madrid, did his thing, whatever. We still respect him. Wayne Rooney earned our respect. Ferdinand, just to touch on Ronaldo as well. Man United players wanted Ronaldo out at one point. That's factual. Rio Ferdinand bangs on about it. But what did Ronaldo do? Earned people's respect. Respect is earned. I don't know where the fuck this comes from about respect. I don't get it. The boy texts his daughter. I don't get it. Mourinho's accolades can't be matched, not even by Pep yet, who was a revolutionary. Mourinho is a god, one of the gods of football. One of the absolute gods of football. You can never take that away from Mourinho, ever. I don't care what people say. Under YouTube 15 says, under Mourinho, we played super boring football and no one was happy or confident we could win, but we knew it was park the bus football, yet he gave us Europa League. Facts. Boring. So boring we got Europa League. So boring that we got Europa League. Ganso says, imagine if we had 2018 Ronaldo under Mourinho. Damn. Well, imagine. Mourinho goes on to say how he changed Ronaldo's position in Real Madrid, put him in the middle, and look what happened. Look what happened ever since then. Mourinho identified, there's a famous interview. Apparently, I don't break things down enough. Go and check Ronaldo and Mourinho's interview. He said, I decided to put Ronaldo in the middle. And look what happened ever since then. Never looked back since then, ever. Europa League is runners-up league compared to Champions League. Are you serious? And there you go. People will just go and talk for the sake of it. They will say things for the sake of it. Europa League is still a trophy. It doesn't matter. I understand people don't rate it. I appreciate that. I get people only want to see us in Champions League. We couldn't beat Real Sociedad. I don't know how we go and do anything in Champions League. The likes of Napoli, the likes of Madrid's, and all of them, they'll end us if we have that B team of ours going into Champions League. But look, Mourinho still gave us a European trophy. That's fact. I don't understand why people I don't get it. As a Manchester United fan, right? Me, as a Manchester United fan, if you offer me McDonald's trophy, I'll fucking fight for it. I'd want my players to fight for it. Oh no, it's just a preseason game against Liverpool. Champions of what is it, Bangkok or whatever. Don't care. I care. It matters to me. It definitely matters to me. Every trophy that my team fights for, I care. Mr. Structure, I know he doesn't care, whatever. Some fans don't care. I appreciate that. I understand that. But me personally, in all honesty, I care. I want my players to do well. I do. And I want my club to win all trophies. I do. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. At the end of the day, I hope Ten Hag can put Martial in a proper fitness plan, keep him fit, manage his game, and potentially bring out the best in him. 82 points in the Premier League that we haven't touched yet since Special One. Man, I don't do numbers. This is the thing. People who do numbers will just throw numbers, but there you have it. Muhammad Ali's put it there. 82 points in the Premier League. We haven't touched yet since the Special One. We haven't touched it. People, um, people had energy for Eric Bailly about being the league. Henderson being the league. What can you do? Really and truly, what can you do? Let me go and see this as all that matters is trophies. It does. It does. Um, it does. Real Madrid, a cutthroat team. It is what it is. Look, transfer done. If you didn't know already, Eric Bailly was one of the few leaks. I don't think Eric Bailly was the leak. That's me, my tweet. If Martial was the is Martial the leak then? Some of you lot were so quick to say Eric Bailly was the leak. People did. Eric Bailly mopping out the club again. If he's willing to do it, press the 100% confirms dressing room leaks. Turns out Eric Bailly is basically the leak. These quotes from Eric Bailly prove nothing other than the fact that club have rightly moved him on. You don't want players in the dressing room with the attitude like that. It's quite clear. Given leaks involving his name, etc., that he has been disruptive body. Oh man. So if Martial's going to do an interview now, when he's in contract, Martial is in contract, is in the club, he's injured, he's not playing. I don't know, man. Nobody can factually tell me he is or he's not, by the way. They can't. They can't say that about Bailly. They can't say that about Martial, but energy has to be kept the same. Energy has to be kept the same. So yeah, it's sad. I don't really know what else to say about the Anthony Martial situation. I just hope he comes through and he has a sick performance because he needs to. He definitely needs to. Let's talk about. I wanted to touch on a bit about World Cup. What are people's thoughts on the World Cup? Who do you think wins the World Cup? I want people to comment down below quickly. If you're watching, let's talk about the World Cup a little bit. I don't want to talk about Martial. I think the Martial thing dies out in a couple of days. In all due respect, because we have a Thursday fixture soon, and when that fixture kicks off, and we've had that game, people will forget about this interview or whatever. I think this interview will only get brought on if and when Martial comes back and performs well or performs bad. So actually, let's do a quick poll as well while people talk about the World Cup. Let's see. Will Martial get 15 or more goals this season / 10 or more assists? Right, I've done a poll. Yes or no? Will Martial get 15 or more goals or 10 or more assists this season? Let's see. Let's have the vote. If you're watching the stream, big up yourself. Make sure you comment down below where you're watching from as well. I like to give people shout out for where they're watching from. If you're watching as well, I've got the UFC stream tonight, a big UFC stream. So watch out for that as well. If you're gonna be awake, if you're gonna be around, let's have that as well. I wanna do the UFC stream. Obviously, we've had a crazy situation with the weight miss for Kamzat. I've never rated I've never not rate, but never liked Kamzat. I knew there was something iffy there, and boom, there you go. Missed the weight by a mile. So not good. Not good from a professional. I apologize. Had a sneeze. Uh, but yeah, UFC stream coming. Houston in the house. Big up Houston as well. Big up Houston. Messi's my goat. Nah, Joshua's got a sin bin. Joshua, we got a sin bin you. Nah, 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 nah. Network issues. Network issue. Messi, your goat. Nah, network issues, man. You're saying glory, glory, Man United, but Messi's my. Nah, come on, man. Nah, network issues. Network issues, cuz. How on what? You can't say glory, glory, Man United and then say Messi's my goat in the same set. Come on, man. You can't do that in the same. No. I want Portugal or Senegal, but wouldn't mind Netherlands as well. Cool. I hear that. I hear that. Argentina, Argentina, Argentina. Today is a good UFC card. Yeah, I'll be doing the UFC watch along. Hopefully, I plan to do it. Abdueli says Argentina. Brazil says member Liam. Big up Liam. Um, we need Joshua says we need to turn the chapter and keep going forward with tags, players, and tactics. Yeah, you know what? I can't lie. I can see Ten Hag selling Martial. I can't lie. Forget the profile of the player profile. Fucking hell, profile this, profile that. There's fucking thousands of players in this world. It could be loads of profile of players. So yeah. Brazil, Argentina, and Portugal. You can't. How can you say? How can you say Portugal and Argentina in the same sentence? Nah, man. Nah, man. Is it the Portugal or Brazil? Portugal or Brazil? Forget Argentina, man. Nah, forget Argentina. I thought that was agreed. The British players and their camps that the league, i.e., Maguire and family, Rashford, brother, agent, Shaw, Henderson, now foreigners because they spoke out. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's from like you're an Arsenal fan, so you're basically seeing this and having a laugh, basically. I know you're always supporting the channel and you're somewhat always, uh, here for the conversations about Man United, but I bet opposition fans are looking at this and laughing, man. Damn. Um, let's see who else. Better would be better if Martial plays 10 plus games this season. Better poll. Better poll. Would he play 10 plus? I can do that poll as well. Will be a great fight. Nate Diaz versus who's he fighting again? Tony Ferguson. A great fight, man. They should have fought before. Was big up Planet Fast. Thank you very much. Minnesota, big up Minnesota in the house. You love Neymar. Absolutely. Absolutely. Neymar, one of the best fucking players the world has ever seen. One of them fast. France, okay. Big up Washington. Big up Washington in the house as well. He's saying that's respectful. It's not like saying Maguire's his goal. I don't rate Pessy, man. I don't rate Pessy. Football powerhouse. I see you. I'm gonna add you shortly. Wasn't Ronaldo going to drop an interview? Yes, he was. Don't know what happened with that. Ten Hag didn't authorize the interview, or Ten Hag might have not authorized Martial's interview. I don't know. We just have to find out, right? Neymar, 9 games, 10 goals, 9 assists. Fuck me, man. Guy's on fire. World Cup year, he's on fire. I really want him to win the World Cup. I'm back in Brazil, heavily back in Brazil. Gansa says, just like England, they have a good team, but Southgate will cost him a chance of winning going far. I'm done with supporting England. I'm really done with supporting England. They broke my heart too many times. Too many times. With so many of these league players being exposed, it's no wonder our squad is broken and weakened there. We need these sulky players out ASAP. Martial is a sulky player, and I think after this year, it'd be good to move him on. Unless he has a fantastic, I'm talking career of his life, literally a career of his life, and he changes me around. I think it's time for move on and just get fresh chapter. Fresh chapter. Sadly, Portugal won't win the World Cup. They have the Portugal Southgate in. They have the Portugal Southgate in charge. Portugal has had a good team, but the coach will cost them a chance of having winning it. Well, we'll see. Big up football powerhouse. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. How you doing, bro?
Muted? Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. One of the members of the channel. Thank you
Hey,
for joining. Hope all is good. Yeah, I can see you there. Yeah, big up, big up, big up. How's
big
things?
up,
You're joining
brother.
the stream for the first time today. You have not joined
Yeah,
the stream before.
I
So
know.
let me and the viewers and the listeners know firstly where you based. I think you're based in America, right?
I'm based in America, boss. I'm based in Massachusetts, you know. I'm yeah, I mean the YouTube channel is called Football Power Hour, but I'm also like known as Botswana Papi, you know, and as I'm a piano pep. I have many names, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing is like I'm happy to be a part of the show and also, you know, because I've been listening to you for a minute and you know, thank you so much for having me, bro.
No, no, big up yourself. You've been
Yeah,
supporting the channel. You're one of the members of the group.
of
I
course.
know you're not active as much on the group chat, but you're there.
Um,
I see.
but I'm
You
there.
see
I'm
everything.
seeing things. I'm seeing.
I know you see everything. So yeah, big up yourself. Talk to
Yo,
me about this Martial situation. What are your
bro.
thoughts?
Man, so here's the thing. Like, I feel different ways about it sometimes. So the first thing is like I'm understanding. I feel like Martial is finally feeling loved again, you know, and he's finally feeling like he's now got a coach who's you know who's like really you know supporting him, and also the fact that everybody can see his absence in the team, like what you know what missing him feels like and what he's done in preseason and stuff. So that's why you know, I feel like he's feeling like he's a little bit at liberty to share a little bit because usually he's a very private person, you know. Like I don't really like see a lot of like stuff about him, like you know, like him opening up a lot. Like it's usually like you know, as I was saying, like you know, I'd be usually just like from a bird's eye view, just kind of like looking from far. But like it feels like I think the last personal thing I heard about him was like the thing with the you know with having the baby. You know what I mean? That was like you know. So anyway, so that being said, is like the fact that like he's usually a very private person. It now feels like he's now in the groove, feels like he's being loved again, and that's why he feels like he can open up. But the problem is, Martial, I have to remind you, you know what a bad interview can do. You seen what happened to Lukaku? You seen how every touch of him was scrutinized, and he was now we could see the mental block. And like if you put it, he's putting a lot of pressure on himself because we have to remind him that bro, you failed your interview in Sevilla. You know, you failed that audition, you failed that low move, you didn't do well. You know, before that you didn't do well because like that's why we found you the Sevilla move to try and you know give you a change of scene, you know, change of scenery or whatever to try and get your game up. But like, bro, like the things are not, in my opinion, it's he has to really put in the numbers. He's just like freaking worried about the wrong numbers. Shirt number, worry about the goals number, worry about the stats number. Bro, this is Zlatan we're talking about. Football heritage, Martial. What have you done for you to be holding on to a number 9 shirt? You know, like, bro, it's like you have to know that Zlatan is coming, and you have to just take out your notepad, get the number. In fact, Mourinho was like being nice, offering you 11. You know what I mean? Like he's just like trying to be cordial and encourage you, like give you a little bit of like support and be like, yo, here's what I think you should do because big man Zlatan is coming, and you know. Bro, the thing about Martial also is like availability is one of your best ability is one of your best abilities as a player. You know, it's like if you have like that partner that like you know everything is dope, that vibes are dope in bed, it's dope, but like if the person is not available, then you're wasting your time. You know, you
Okay.
like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You know, I just feel like bro, like you know he has to really perform. He's put a lot of pressure on himself, and like I don't want to obviously you know be part of the momentum to be like yo we're scrutinizing you right now, but like it's just one of those things that I'm just like you seen what happened to Lukaku last time. One bad interview, 2 3 games, and it's not popping, then it's like you're starting to build a momentum that's not working for you, you know. Anyway, I've been talking for a minute, but like, yeah. That's some of the stuff that I was just thinking of.
Council says taking your number is a disrespect, but you should fight and prove to Mourinho wrong instead of crying. Um,
Exactly.
Harshad says, Faz, I think Martial worked hard to get his focus back this preseason. Let's just hope he gets fitness back and succeed. There's a player in him. Abdulwali says, ask him about Arsenal hallucination. I think is that something to do with KG's channel?
It's got something to do with KG's channel, bro.
Big up, big up. I don't know what it is. Do you want to
The
give us some
reckless delegate. He's probably one of them reckless delegates. Yo, it's basically, the life of us. If I summarize it, it's just like, it's just based on like, going on a good run, having some sort of delusion, and then start thinking like, yo, mediocre players are like world-class players. You start drawing a best 11 between Arsenal and Real Madrid. You start drawing a combined 11 between. Come on now, yo, chill. You can't be like, like getting too like your head in the clouds with just because of a good run of form. So it's like that life cycle is just kind of like based on that. And then like until they meet a real good team, and then that pops that bubble. And then, then they start with the hashtag movements, hashtag Emery out, hashtag Arteta, hashtag Wenger, and then it starts again once they get it's just basically that, shit. I don't have my drawing utensils right now. I want to draw on that shit for you. Sorry.
Ganso says that mentality is a problem. You should rise to the challenge, not soak, throw your tires out the pram. Listen, like, look. You're a professional football player playing at the pinnacle of the fucking sport. Fact. TV, yeah? Fuck everything else. You're a professional athlete getting paid the highest amount that you can get paid, playing for the biggest organization that you could ask for. Prove your fucking worth. You worked hard enough. Mm-hmm. God has picked you,
right?
And you've got that talent to get to that level. You did not get to that level by luck. It's not lottery. You did something. Mm-hmm. You got to that level. Prove it. Prove it. Keep the media shit out. Stop fucking going and doing shit outside and causing family issues. Mm-hmm. Concentrate on your job. You're a young player. You're 20 years old. You're a young player. Come in, do your shit, prove people wrong, play, shut up, fuck the shirt number, worry about the goal number.
Exactly.
And we, Man United fan base, will back you like we would go and back Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs. We'll back anyone, Cristiano Ronaldo, David De Gea. Mm-hmm. We speak about David De Gea, that he should leave, but we speak with a tone of respect.
Yeah.
It's earned.
Yeah.
His respect is earned.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's respect is earned. Everybody's respect is earned.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck are you to Jose fucking Mourinho?
Bro.
Jose Mourinho. You know who the fuck Jose Mourinho is?
Yo, it's crazy. How many times has Jose Mourinho's assessment of a player been wrong? Like, you just played the Dele Alli thing. Like he explained what happened with the Kevin De Bruyne situation, where like, because that's one of the things that they say, Jose let Kevin go. But like, bro, like he explained that in one of the interviews, I think on Talk Sport or something. And, it was just like, Kevin was like, hey, I'm not going to sit on the bench, but like these people like Oscar right now. When you're a young Kevin, like, come on now.
Just because Mourinho let Salah or Kevin De Bruyne go, didn't mean he didn't believe in him. But those are the only
two that I've only heard that are like, yo, Mourinho, like, and the reasons have been given, like, but like,
do you think Didier Drogba would give a shit about his shirt number? Hold on, Z-Baller, I see you. I'm going to bring you up. Muhammad Ali, Big Up says, I pray all that spoke on interviews get out, even when they're right as well, and others that didn't fit. Respect is earned. Listen, Dean Hendo gave a sick interview, went and collected 6 against City. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Me personally, I'm not laughing about leaks. I know my club is mudded, but I do find it curious mid-season when men are reporting leaks. It's British players being chatty-patty. Now it's two to foreign players, which is interesting. Zbola, welcome to the stream. Zbola is obviously, for the ladies and gentlemen who are listening, who are watching, he is an avid, big Martial fan. He believes really with all of his heart, brain, soul, everything that Martial will show us what he's about. I hope he comes right. I do, because it benefits the team. It's not about benefiting you or me. It's not about you won, I lost. It's about Manchester United having success. And I hope that happens. I'm sure Zbola has a lot to say because he's been going around on Twitter trying to back his boy, which is, I understand. Go on, Zbola. Floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, fast, big up. Yeah. Football power, biggest man.
Big up, Zbola.
Yeah, thank you. Fast, defending my boy like in Twitter, like on Spaces. I've been defending the guy. Yes, I have to. It's not just about being Martial FC or whatever. Like, it's just the potential I see in the guy. And looking at how the team has been in the past years, like with previous managers, it's not been stable as a team. It's not been in the right system. It's been having issues with the Glazers getting the managers and signings and all. There are a lot of issues. So looking at those players coming out to make a statement, I can't say much about Pogba. I can't say much about Bailey. I can't say much about Anderson. But looking at Martial coming out to speak, he's been here in the team for the past 7 years, if I'm not wrong, and he has been quiet. And in those years, we've not been stable as a team. Like, that's just it. That is just the fact. We've not been stable as a team. He said, whatever thing he has come out to say, if you look straight at what he's been saying, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with what he was trying to say. He's just him expressing himself. He's him expressing himself. He just wants to get things out of his head. If you look straight into like how Martial is, he's very calm, he's very humble, he got character, he's ready to fight for the team. But it's just what it is because of all the things that has been happening in the team. And look, straight to what he was saying about Van Gaal. Whenever he scores a goal, the man comes, he tries to help him out. These are you should move, these are you should do things. It was cool. And what happened? He won the Goldie Boy. Do you think it's easy to win the Goldie Boy?
You love that Golden Boy award.
Yeah, sure. So it's not easy to win that award. So what happened next? We had issue as a team, and Van Gaal left. Another manager coming in, Jose. What happened? He brought his Zlatan. You have to show respect. It's not about the shirt number. It's not about just giving the respect. Like he said it. If he comes out to speak, we look like being the younger one, disrespecting the older one, and he's right. You just have to keep short. And what happened? He had issues. You don't like personally. He might be a player that mentally he does not need distraction. So you coming to tell him he just came into the team and the shirt number was something else. Like what happened? He kept on playing and he was doing fine. He was doing fine. What happened next again? We bought in Sanchez, and what happened? He was kept on the bench again. So all these things it affects players, and the players Jose was starting at that point in time. They were not giving us what we want as a team. We were not doing well as a team. Even the three trophies we won under Jose, we were bad as a team. We came fifth. Zlatan was just giving us the goals, but we came fifth. We were bad as a team. The following season, Martial came good, and he went to get Sanchez, and that was all. And it affected him going to the World Cup, and it's very painful to his side. And we know what it can bring to the team. What happened again? We brought in Oli, and the manager trusted in those young guys. And at that point in time, we had just four attackers. We had just Rashford, Martial, Dan James, and Greenwood. Greenwood was coming off the bench before he started getting game time, and he was playing through injuries. And he was if he leads the team, then we'll be short of players. You get my point? We'll be short of players. So he was playing through injuries. That the manager had no other choice. He had no other choice. If they were other strikers, if the Glazers have gotten our signings, then we can actually have some players having squad depth. But no. It was not like that in that case. We sold Lukaku, we sold Sanchez. So he was playing through injuries. And what happened?
Look,
He came back on form when he got his number set. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, so he came
Yeah, I
back
can
on
hear you.
form. He came back on form and he was banging those goals. He was our top scorer. He was our top scorer that year under Oli. And what happened next? We bought Cavani to be a backup. And we wanted Sancho. We didn't get Sancho to the due to. And what happened? We bought in Cavani to be a backup. And this guy has been struggling with injuries. So coming back to the team, the manager didn't give him much time to play. And good, Cavani was giving us goals, but at least show some support, give him game time. That's the best way he can come
Yeah,
back
but
to
speaking
his
on
form.
Cavani did not risk himself and stay on fucking bench. We all knew he could play, but he said no. I can't. I don't care. I'm staying in bench. Why didn't Martial do that? That's what I'm saying. Where do we draw the line? There is a line between manager's fault, player's fault, medical fault. It's a triangle. So how do we? Is it 33.3% everybody fault? Medical 33%. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you divide the blame? It can't be all Ole. It can't be all Mourinho. It can't be all Ralph. It can't be all Van Gaal. And Martial FC is right in all scenarios. You're telling me
Yeah,
for 8 years, Martial is right for
I'll
8
still go
years.
down. I'll still go down to the structure of the team. We've been bad all around, whether from the medical aspect, from the scout aspect, from every other aspect. We've been bad as a team. Like a lot of things is going in, like aside from the pitch, what we are playing in the pitch, like just coming to play the game. There are a lot of things that is wrong in the team. And I was surprised when I saw the news when Rap was exposing a lot of things in the team. And he said we even had a older person in our head of scouting system. It's wrong. It's so wrong. I'm saying it. The best thing we have right now is the manager, like Ten Hag. That's the best signing we could have. And if we're not getting things right under this manager this time around, then I don't know where we are going to. I don't know. Because if you look at right now, we're in the right system. We're in the right system under the right manager. So I just feel this is the best moment for those players because in the past few years, it's just been shit for us. And I'm just hoping for the best for the manager and for the players. And this time around, he's ready to work. If you are not ready to work with him, then you sit on the bench. If Martial is not ready to work with the manager, he sits on the bench. That is just it. He will give his best. He will score goals. The link-up plays, whatever thing you want him to do, he will do it. We've seen a lot of players like having bad time. They are not in the right system. They are in the wrong team. They are in the wrong team and they are not giving their best. But whenever they change the atmosphere of maybe changing their team and they become good, we see situation like that. This might just be the best opportunity for Martial. You can see him giving us 15 goals, more than that. Yes, he got the potential. Yes, he can. But he just needs the right system to prove to us if he can. So that's why with Jose, with Van Gaal, we've just been shit as a team up there. So we need the right system. We need to be in the right direction to get the best out of these players, get their confidence back, and you see them balling.
Z.
Okay, let's
Z.
go to Football Power Hour, see what he has to say, and then I'll come to some of the comments. Go on, bro.
Z, like I feel like a summary of some of the key points that you mentioned is that Martial has not been favored by the injuries, and that Martial also has not had a good structure or good framework to work within, right? But
Yes.
here, I feel like I won't be the only Manchester United fan that says that Martial, he's a very good player with top potential and almost falls in the same lane as the Dele Allis for me in the fact that he's a player who I feel like he does not exert himself. He does not dig deep. He's not a fighter. He's not a workhorse. Sometimes at the end of the game, his kit is clean. There are some Fred's kit is dirty. McTominay's kit is dirty. How many times have you seen, bro? Like it's like this guy. He's one of those people who's like, man, you have all the potential in the world. But why can you not dig a little deeper and the fighter? What makes you think that you have to play when you're fully fit, when all your 10 fingers, everything are fit? You can play with your little finger, like still injured. Martial, not everything is there's no scenario. Maybe you're in the wrong league. That's all I'm kind of deducing one of those things where it's like, the brother is waiting for like the perfect scenario to play in, where you're not injured, where you're not fighting hard, where you're not. Some games you won't have goals, but you have to fight and dig hard for the team, like how good in prime Firmino does, But like the thing about it is like he also feels like the whole interview is kind of putting a question on the medical department. It's almost like, should we do an investigation? Are there more frauds in that medical department? Because like, how come a player is being passed fit to play and then claims that, no, I was not fit? Somebody somewhere did something wrong. And who's that? It's like right now, Ten Hag's level is like, you have to dig deep, Martial. You have to fight. You saw the cramps that Martinez and Varane had when the first time they were paired together. Now the cramps are starting not to happen at the end of the game because they're like, oh, this is the level. And Martial, if you're not ready to come and play and have cramps at the end of the game, I don't want you in my team, bro.
I've put a poll up and asking the question in the poll: will Martial, according to the fan base, will Martial stay fit for the rest of the season once he's back? That's the question. So depending on what you think, the listeners and the people who are viewing, you can have a vote. The thing is, you have to go off pattern, right? When again, reference, context and reference. You man ask me for context and reference. All or nothing, Arsenal, Ramsdale. Ramsdale goes to the medical department and says, I've never been injured in my life. I've never been injured in my life, in my professional career. Never been injured. Well, guess what? Hamstring injury creeping up on Ramsdale now. Context. Martial does have a list of injuries, whether you fucking like it or not. It don't fucking matter, mate. People fucking play with broken knees, broken fucking injury to the head. You see players strap up their head. You see players wear, special goggles. You see Karim Benzema having something wrapped around his arm, around his hand. You see all sorts of shit. When you get to that level, you can't be 100% fit ever. You'll always have a niggling something. Reason why Ronaldo goes and has his vitamin D. Reason why Ronaldo has his nitrogen cold chamber, whatever the fuck that is. Reason why he has ice bath. Reason why LeBron James, his medical bill is $1 million a year. Reference. Go and check LeBron James interview on, not LeBron James, but there was someone else who did a podcast on YouTube talking about his medical bill. I dig up athletes so much, brothers and sisters. I dig it up so much. Athletes. Memphis Depay, by the way, actually, one of them as well, had to change his dietary needs, had to change his physios. Footballers take themselves seriously. Why aren't we hearing this about Martial then? If Martial is doing it, why aren't we hearing it? Like, why are we not hearing it? Anthony Martial changes his diet, changes his changes this, changes that to make sure he has the perfect season for the Manchester United fans and Manchester United Football Club. Why we ain't hearing this? Why the fuck am I hearing only ran me to the ground? Louis van Gaal watched videos with me. Mourinho disrespected me. Why the fuck am I hearing this? I'm getting paid. How much is Martial on, ladies? Martial wages. Let's just quickly check. Martial is on. Yeah. Martial is on weekly. Let me just see. Fuck ads. 250 big ones a week. Thank you very much, Ganso. I'll come to the comments as well. 250. Wait, it's not 250 actually, because Bear with me, because you take away the 25% reduction because they didn't make Champions League. He's on £187,000 a week. £187,000 a week. Hire the best physios, hire the best dietitians. Reference. Don't fucking come and talk to me about context. You see shit when it hits my head. Shit hits my head, yeah? And it reference Sadio Mane and his chef. Go and check YouTube. Sadio Mane did Sadio Mane had a little piece on YouTube. His chef says, I need to make sure I'm feeding Sadio Mane a lot of fish because fish is good for his body. We've done bear tests and XYZ, and we found that he responds to fish really well. And the style of play he plays, the type of player he is, we've identified, and the dietitian has identified fish for him. Reference Italian League, Mr. Structure. They do piss test to make sure how hydrated you are. Man, they take this shit so deep. Marshall, if I start speaking, footballers can live their life how they want to. They can go and fucking party, do whatever you want. Reference Floyd Mayweather, one of the fucking best athletes to touch the universe, does not drink alcohol. Does not fucking drink alcohol. Hard work beats talent when you ain't got talent. And hard work beats talent when you've got the most talent in the world as well. Reference Cristiano fucking Ronaldo.
There we go.
The man ain't not talented. The man just fucking made it out of the mud from hard fucking work. How come Cristiano Ronaldo ain't fucking injured? And we sat here talking about, oh, but injury, oh, but this. No, man.
Talk that
No.
talk. Yeah. You saw Cavani and Ronaldo and how they were injured.
No fucking way, man.
Yeah.
You're telling me these players will not die on the fucking pitch? Ronaldo had to get carried out from Portugal. He had to get carried the fuck out from Portugal. He had a knock in international level. A knock. Carried his fucking team to the finals, and the team took them over the finish line. He couldn't physically play anymore. He was crying on the pitch. He was crying. The man was crying on the pitch. And you asking, I demand basic respect. Nah, man. No. You know who respect is earned at this level? This is football heritage. When you're walking in the changing room, you're seeing Rio fucking Ferdinand. You're seeing Paul Scholes' picture. You're seeing Wayne Rooney's picture. You think them man went to Sir Alex Ferguson and said, but I want my shirt number. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck? Who? Who? Shirt? Now this shirt number shit pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
Unless you got 5 Ballon d'Ors deep, unless you got 20 titles deep, don't come and talk to me about shirt number.
No.
Unless you got 500 goals deep, unless you're scoring 25 goals a season deep, don't come and talk to me about shirt number. What the fuck is a shirt? You're lucky you even got the shirt.
Yeah, Paz, I think with the statement Marshall made, I think people are getting it wrong. Like the way you see the message.
Hold on. No, hold on. Sorry, Zibola. Someone has actually gone and they.
Nice.
Oh my days! Someone even there. You can't get better than this. You cannot get better than this. No. He's spamming the chat. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. Zibola, continue.
Yeah. So what I was saying, the way you see the message might be different from the way I'm seeing the message. So what I'm just trying to say, when it comes to the shirt number, I don't what he was saying, like you just come into the team and you saw that your numbers have been collected already. Like you have to show some respect, no matter your age, how you are, just give that little bit of respect. Just give that little bit of respect. Oh, he doesn't see when Ronaldo was going to Juventus, Juventus. I think this guy, what is his name? Even with Neymar at PSG, he Pastor came and he was like, "Oh, I'm giving my number up for Neymar." So just show that little bit of respect. And it happened with Cavani and Ronaldo. It might not be cool from your own side, but at least give that little bit of respect. And that is just what Martial needed at that point in time. And with what he was saying about the injury, and you see, he said it himself. He was being honest. I've not been having consistency game. I've been getting less games. So sometimes sometimes when you are down, you just need to encourage. You just need people to encourage you. You just need the confidence you need to get back to form. And he was not getting it, and he's just expressing himself on that. On that hand, I just need to see a different set of players, like different set of mentality. Like you might see a different Martial, like, and it might come good. That is just it.
Hmm.
No, Z, I agree. I hope it comes good, bro, and I hope that like he puts a positive momentum to his game, because we need him to start firing when he comes back. And obviously he'll benefit from having this break from not, from us not playing this weekend and probably next weekend and stuff. But like my thing is like I need to see. I'm with like everybody else that's saying, yo, this is your last chance to perform. If not, the door is open. You have to leave and make way for another fighter to come in, because I want to know. We want some real fighters, some real soldiers.
Yeah.
And
Let me just quickly go through some of the comments quickly. Ganso says, question for all of you: with our strongest starting 11, why can't we play position attacking football? It is 100% good enough. It just that Ten Hag needs time to coach his patterns to the players. I think so. I think quality is there, and we've seen the quality because we've obviously gone and slapped Liverpool, we've gone and slapped Arsenal. We actually beat Arsenal from a tactical perspective as well. There's a breakdown of that on YouTube. You can go and see it. There's loads of breakdowns in general, but there's a breakdown on YouTube how Ten Hag actually took the game out of Arsenal. He even went on to say in his post-match interview that we can't let Arsenal play, because if Arsenal play, it's dangerous. We had to take Arsenal out the ball, make sure you press them when they have the ball, make sure when we pass in, we're being patient with the ball, so not forcing play, come back again, start again. Try something, but make sure when you're doing it, it's 100% right. Don't take unnecessary risk with Arsenal, because if they catch you, like Martinelli when he put that illegal goal through, they will catch you. So I think we're getting there. But obviously, one of the key things is Martial is missing, who's probably a detrimental player, crucial player for this squad as well. On top of that, we still have players that need to exit the club as well, right? That's just fact. Anthony's just coming now, so that'll be implemented. Casemiro needs to be uplifted a bit more. So there's positives in there, and I think in the next 5 games, you'll see a lot more different to what you've seen in the last 4 games. Because there are players who've just come in who'll need to get adapted into the system as well, who possibly start. So yeah, that's that. Muhammad Ali says, I pray for the same energy as Shawarma, who played 150 of 3 or 4 games, while Martial played 176 of 266 games in the Premier League. Both had their time, so goodbye. Well, there you go. Some people have had enough. It just shows how rotted everything was. Let's see. What else? What else? Considering that Martial is on 250 a week, there's no excuses. He's actually 187 after wage reduction. But yeah, his original is 250. Man United fan, if as a Man United fan, you can't see the lack of effort in Martial's game, you must be blind. Reference to Anthony Joga Bonito. The guy comes in and fucking smashes everything. Not in terms of attacking, he's still finding his feet. But defensively, I don't give a fuck. I'm smashing into you. Malacia, I'm smashing into you. Martinez, I'm definitely smashing into you. Ericsson doing his job. Bruno starting to slowly do his job. Do your job. the fucking simple. Do your job. Simple as that. Maddest thing is, if you're on sick leave, shut the fuck up. Talk your talk when you're fucking working. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Do a lot more through scouting and testing than Man U. Who is it? I think you mean Liverpool. Evidence through the last 5 years. That's a symptom of Glazers for me. This club is so unprofessional. Liverpool do this stuff, and that's why they get everything out of a player they can. We need to increase the small percentage things. Yeah, we do. We 100% need to. Real Madrid won't act like this. Let's be real. Real Madrid, a simple thing, you're done. Goodbye, see you later. They didn't hesitate letting Casemiro go. They didn't hesitate letting Varane go. They won't hesitate letting Modric go because they got their replacements already. Them man are acting like a big club. That's what a club should work like. If you really ask me, a club who's functioning at top level, we don't have a Martial headache because guess what? We got a Martial 2.0 waiting. We are not waiting to put Rashford into a Martial 2.0. We're not waiting to turn Bruno into a false nine. There's someone else in there. There's a Osherman, there's a Hakpo, chili sauce, curry sauce, yogurt sauce, mint sauce. Someone is in there waiting. And right now, we ain't. Right now, we got Ronaldo. And that's obviously, that ain't good enough for us, is it? Martial had a bust up with his girl. Now the club, bad players do this because they are bad. Yeah. Flame says, the same Martial that was fuming about not getting game time. Now that coach and that team need him, man is complaining. Martial is two-faced, trying to skive games and play us for fools. He wants a Real Madrid call, but they ain't calling him. That's a sick comment because I actually think he wants a move because let's not forget he wanted a transfer. The club gave him a loan, right? And Mourinho wanted to sell him, and the Glazers blocked the move. Ganso says, I hope he can get over his injury nonsense. Martial is at his best, saves us 80 plus mil on a striker, but this season it's his last chance. I want to concentrate on the word last chance. This is his fucking last, like
The last dance, baby.
15 goals is a minimum, minimum. Numbers I don't fucking understand why people forget numbers are important. Ronaldo ain't Ronaldo without the numbers. He doesn't chase records chase him.
Yeah.
Numbers are important. Without numbers, you don't win the league. Without numbers, you don't have goal difference. Without numbers, you don't make it out group stages. Numbers are important. Numbers. Yeah, football is about numbers. 10 assists, 15 goals. Has to happen. Either or. Arteta loves Arsenal says the majority of United players are not good enough to play possession football. Interesting. Possession football. People get confused about possession football with tiki-taka football with a bit transition. Like they get counter football. You get confused. It's not like we're trying to play one style of football, by the way. It's important to have numerous avenues of attack. That's one of the reasons why I complain about set piece. We got Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch. If he comes on for the last 30 minutes, he should be getting headers. This man is a fucking freak when it comes to aerial battle. He just scored a goal against Real Sociedad that was called offside. So we know what he can do with his head. Individual player, coach, Eric Ramsey should do something with Harry Maguire's head. He should be a threat. Reference. Fellaini. Bring him on the fucking pitch. Mm-hmm. You're going to get a fucking header goal. Fellaini. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Tall players, that's what we need. It's a threat, and we should use it, but we don't. And I think this possession-based football, you say that players are not good enough. You're a professional fucking footballer. You should be able to play possession-based football. As simple as that. You're taught that from fucking 5 years old. Hold the ball, pass the ball, turn on the ball. It's basic, simple things. Go on.
I got to go, so I just want to say this before I leave. Yeah, concerning still on Martial, like I've been seeing what he's been reading out here. This is what I just have to say. Yeah, I'm not close to Martial. I'm not his brother. Or I just love the guy as a baller. But this is what I just have to say. If you look to at that Liverpool team, they had Firmino in that middle, and he was not getting up the goals. Who were getting the goals was Mane and Salah. So back to United now. With Martial at the middle, we talk about the make-up play, why the manager wants him to play. Yeah, when he fits, like you guys are saying, the last chance, like I've said, this is the best manager we could have in years, and he wants to control everything in the club. He's going to be in charge. He's going to be in charge of a lot of things in terms of players coming in, players going out, and this is just the best opportunity for him on that hand. So anything can happen. Like you can't predict the future. We've seen him banging goals before. And under that Liverpool team, you are talking about players that can give you loads of goals. And I don't see Firmino doing that. Although they have Salah and Mane doing that for us. If you can get Martial giving us those goals, if you can get Rashford giving us those goals, and Martial is doing the wake-up play, that is good. We can see all of them sharing the goals up front, like they did it under Ole, Marcus, Martial, and Greenwood. So we can see it again. We can see that kind of thing again. And with City team, you can look at that team when they were out without no striker. You can see all of them giving goals, 15 goals, 16 goals, the likes of Sterling, likes of Mahrez. You can see it again with Martial because he can give us those goals. And you remember the time Jose Mourinho said it, like he's one of the best finishers I have seen in the team. And when Tehran came into the team, he said something about him. If you listen to it, he said he needs to get his head up, he needs to focus, he needs to be ready and just do what you do, and everything will come good. And we've seen it. I know it can't happen overnight. We've seen Allah what he did at Frankfurt when he came to West Ham. It was a total different thing, and he didn't live up to his potential. But when he went to the Ajax team, he did very well. He scored goals, and what happened now? He signed for Dortmund, and with the issue he got, I wish him all the best. But with Martial, another different case. So this might just be his time. Like we might see him giving us goals, loads of goals. Might be winning things under him. Without a striker, Liverpool won the Champions League, won the Premier League. So it can happen with United as well. So this is just the last chance for him. He will come good. You know what he got. You know what he can give to the team. So I just think. Thank you.
Let's read some of the more chats. YouTube 15 says, Martial wants to play in Spain and he wants the Barca call, but he has failed to get their attention. Big up Zebola anyways. Thank you for joining. Harsh says Martial has to be ready now. He just clicks with everyone when he plays. Martial probably will say he carried Man U for previous 5 seasons before CR7 arrival, but when Martial is not desired like CR7 in his prime, hey Faz, let Martial prove us wrong. Then please talk about David De Gea. Not good enough to play Ten Hag football. David De Gea is a conversation, man. It's a conversation. Out of Martial, Maguire, Shaw, Rashford, Phil Jones, Williams, Twanzebe need 4 out coming summer. For me, Phil Jones, Maguire, Shaw, Twanzebe, and Martial, they have to go. I don't know about Brandon Williams. Maybe they could go as well. I need to clear space in my changing room. I need space for fucking fresh legs. Listen, I need more Martinez's, more Malacias, more Ericssons, more fucking Anthony's. Them man come in. Make space. I love how he said to Brandon Williams and he said to Phil Jones, clear your locker, mate. Clear your locker. Yeah. Remove your stuff. We need space for the real ballers who've come through. With all due respect, Fred Lindelof and Bissaka as well. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of players to filter out. It's actually crazy thing. Martial wages are higher than Son or Kane. No way. Shit. Fuck. How did I let that slide?
Oh,
wait. How did I fucking let that slide? No way. No fucking way. Well, actually, Son is on 200 a week, so Martial is earning a couple of thousand less. But before the wage reduction, you're right. You are right. Before the wage reduction, Martial was earning 50 grand more than Son. That's fucking mad.
And then compare that output. Like,
man, compare fucking hell. Mainly United players are not press resistant. The ability to beat the press by dribbling and ball manipulation skill is not present in there. And Son's having a bad season. I understand that. But Son's been performing year in, year out for how long? We could have done with a Son like 2-3 seasons ago. If we had Son 2-3 seasons ago, we would be cooking. Absolutely cooking. Forget Martial. He's too inconsistent and now sulking about the club. New manager, new attitude, no more drama. Yeah, I don't know. The timing of the interview doesn't make sense. The timing of the interview would have made sense if Ralph Ragnick was gone. Mm-hmm. At that time, it makes sense. Why are you doing it now? Preseason has happened. League has started. You played a little bit in the preseason. You did your thing in the Liverpool game. You're injured. Why now? The timing of the interview doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Do you want to sum this up? Football Power Hour?
Yes, sir. So it's pretty much like the last dance. Save the last dance for Anthony Martial and also for David De Gea in my book. Because like David De Gea, I think maybe we might have an option to trigger his contract for one more year. I think. I'm not sure. Stand to be corrected on that. But there are players that like need to perform or get out. So I just also want to just say rubbing off of the positive energy that our brother was saying is that like I hope he definitely performs. That's what on his case like this because like we know he has world class. He's like Kevin De Bruyne before Kevin De Bruyne. I know that different positions, different players, but like he's like Salah before Salah, as we know. So it's your time, Martial, to take it to the next level. And also I'm really curious. I want more Man United players, current and past players, to speak out. I'm waiting for that Ronaldo tell it all interview. I'm waiting for that Matamentary or whatever he's gonna call it. Mata, speak out because you are also not treated well at Manchester United. Matic, say something. Cavani, say something. All of your guys, get out there and say
Lingard.
surviving Man United or whatever you gonna call it. Like
Imagine Lingard.
say something exactly about how you survive your times at Manchester. You give your account. We want to know because like there was definitely a lot of decay in our club, and as fans, we deserve to know. Thank you so much for having me, brother.
No, it's cool. Anytime. Bruno Fernandes joined the stream. Bruno Fernandes says, I don't appreciate you guys going at Anthony. Yes, he hasn't been at his best, but the same can go for me and the rest of the team. Well, Bruno, imagine if this is actually Bruno Fernandes as well. that would be funny as anything. But Bruno, at least you have been giving your absolute best for the team. You're running, you're trying to make things happen. I watch you during games and I see as if I'm talking to Bruno himself. But
if anything, Oli can say he ran you to the ground, Bruno. You're the one that
but the thing is, Bruno, you smash into players off the ball, you're running. You're now coming out of your shell, being a good keeper, being a good captain. You scored a hell of a lot of goals in your original season when you came through, whether that be from penalties or whatever. You still got it. You did your assist numbers. That's where you got your contract. I still have faith in you. You're not injured though. You're not off fucking injured and injury prone. And guess what? Bruno, he tackles players. He gets tackled. He runs like crazy. Yet he's not injured.
Availability is your best ability. There we go, Bruno. Being around. Thank you, bro. I have to
No, it's cool. It's cool. Big up yourself. Where can people find you?
Oh man, I actually do such a bad job of plugging my channel, but my YouTube channel is Football Power Hour. Subscribe to that.
Big up.
I was out. All right.
Big up. Make sure to go and check him out. Big up, Football Power. Thank you very much. Arteta Loves Arsenal says Bernardo Silva is on 80k. He's better than most Arsenal United players, and Nketiah is on 100k to be bench warmer. Players' pay is not equal to worth. There needs to be some sort of structure into how players are paid. I swear to God, because I don't even want to go into that fucking player wages. I don't want to go into it, man. Respect is earned, man. Respect is earned, and it's just what it is. Anthony's a good God footballer. I think you mean good footballer. Man, it is what it is. I pray Rashford and Sancho don't go down to the World Cup. We need them fresh legs. They are. I think they're getting called up. Someone just put the tweet in now as well. We have Anthony now. Why not talk about him instead of the past time failures? Martial is playing like he is Ronaldo's age and vice versa. Ludicrous. David Lee there. Bruno says, it is me, my friends. Arteta loves Arsenal. Says United need more than De Jong. Too much savior complex. One man cannot save United. You need a team, 18 plus players of worth. Bruno's my captain, says Steffi. Big up Steffi for joining the stream. I have to admit my goal and assist hasn't been the last couple of seasons. I try to do better and we all try. I mean, your numbers are there at least. You're available though. That's the thing. You're available. Your off the ball runs are there. You miss a lot of fucking empty net chances last season, which I didn't like, but this season you've put the ball in the back of the net in one of the goals that you scored. You've been good so far. You're doing your captaincy role quite well. You even gave a header to Ronaldo, which Ronaldo should have scored against the Real Sociedad game, and he didn't. You're doing bits. But what it is. And I've criticized you and I've backed you up and down, but keep doing your thing, Bruno. That's all I can say. I'm guilty of criticizing you, Bruno, says Muhammad Ali. He says, but had to show you tough love, our Magnifico. Bruno. Listen, Old Trafford loves Bruno. Old Trafford absolutely loves Bruno. I tell you that right now. Bruno, one thing he'll give you is his 110, 20% every game. He'll never shy away from a challenge. He'll always make sure he runs. But yeah, he does his bit. And you cannot fault Bruno for that, man. Absolutely love that from him. Big up to everybody who tuned in. Yesterday was a 6 stream. We did 3.5 hours, I think, yesterday. Big stream. If you want to become a member, memberships are now open. Members can get to come on the stream live with me on every stream, have their say, have their opinion, stay on the stream, no problem. We have a members only group chat as well. Big up the members only group chat that's been doing bits as well. Membership links are in the bio or next to the super chat section. So yeah, big up everyone for joining. No football, no issue. I wanted to talk about the World Cup a little bit. I think for me, I'm not looking forward to watching World Cup. I think Southgate's time is done. If you ask me, he's had ample amount of time to do something with the squad, and he hasn't. Harry Kane as well. One of the reasons why I do not rate him is because the guy could have scored it to Sterling and he didn't. I'll just these things are important. These things are iconic moments, right? And you have to remember this. The guy could have squared it to Sterling, and he didn't. That's just how it is. It's facts. On top of that, Brazil is looking strong, seriously strong. Let's see, Brazil World Cup squad 2022. Let's see. Let me bring up the Brazil squad. Let me see if I can bring it up in a picture format. Can I bring it up in a picture format? We've got. No, that's not. Someone sent it to me before, but I can't bring it up. Let's see. I know none of the Arsenal players are being called up. I can't find the image. I can't find the full image. But Anthony's there. Casemiro's there. Fred is there. Neymar is there. Firmino is there. Who else? Who else is there? Silva is there. I think Marquinhos is there. Yeah, United players got called up. That's sick. But no Gabriel Jesus. That's crazy. No Gabriel Jesus. No Gabriels from Arsenal. Absolutely no Gabriels. But they're looking strong. They are looking really, really strong. I'm back in Brazil. I think Brazil, if they get things right, they should go and win the World Cup. I think they have. This is it. This is make or break for Neymar. He needs that World Cup more than anything. He needs to carry that team. He's having the season right now. I just hope he stays fit. You all know how I feel. I'm as much as I don't like Player FC, I'm fucking Neymar FC, and I'm shameless with it. Absolutely shameless with it. I think Neymar stays fit, goes in the World Cup, sets it on fire. International level, he's always had a bit up and down, so I don't know. But having Anthony there, having Firmino there, Casemiro, Fred, and etc., I hope they do well. I'm very excited for the World Cup. I'm also excited, though, not excited, but I'm looking forward to seeing how some of the underdogs do, because World Cup underdogs always come through. I love supporting the underdog clubs. Underdog teams in the World Cup, because they don't always get the media support that they deserve, right? Reference being Ghana, they were robbed. They were robbed. Relentless Red, big up, says Argentina have a dirty squad. Martinez and Romero as a pair. That's a big one as well. I mean, World Cup time, there'll be a lot of streams. I'll be doing a lot of streams during the World Cup time. But yeah, Martinez in Argentina with Messi as well. It's make or break for Messi as well. World Cup is only 2 months away. Yeah, it's just roughly 2 months away. That'll be crazy. Remember, CR7 invited players back to his house. No one came because they do not like his personality, and they probably think he's arrogant and egomaniac. When far from. I don't know if they think that, but Sancho clearly rates him so much. Anthony rates him so much. Neymar wants the World Cup. He doesn't want to be Zico. He wants to join R9, Dino, and Pele. I 100% agree. Bruno Fernandes and Co were doing pretty well before CR7 arrived. Debate continues on Sky Sports about Bruno and CR7 not working together. I agree. Bruno and CR7 does not work that well, but we'll find out what happens with that as the season goes on. Really and truly, we'll find out. There's a player in Bruno to be unlocked. I've said it before on Twitter, so We'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, with the World Cup, I think Brazil and Portugal. Portugal because Ronaldo, of course. I think Portugal, obviously Euro winners, well deserved Euro winners. I'm interested to see how France do, because all the talks about Pogba and injury and Martial and Benzema, and it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if France do really well. I don't think so. I don't know why. I have a feeling with all this shit, but Mbappe and his smoke. Scary thing is, Haaland gets to rest, and Arsenal players, they themselves get to rest as well. So that's another scary thing for the league in general. But we'll see. Brazil for me. I'm supporting Brazil all the way through. All the way through, if you ask me. Neymar this time, I'm all in with Neymar. All in. All my chips. Am I saving anything for Portugal? Mm, I don't know. I don't know. But if all goes well, apparently Portugal and Argentina could meet in the final. And if that happens, the whole world is gonna stop. If Portugal and Argentina meet in the final, it's crazy. But I, again, don't see it happening. Don't see it happen. Through history, all World Cup winners get out of group stages. Next World Cup, France are missed now. Portugal and Netherlands, because they're such good footballing nations, and they deserve one. England has one, for fuck's sake. The Senegal for first African country. Some of the African countries are looking strong as well. They've got some ballers in there, Sadio Mane and all them. But I don't actually know the World Cup full list. Let me see. I haven't actually seen the full World Cup list. I was looking at it the other day, but I've forgotten. I think Portugal and Ghana are facing in one of the games. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, found it. Let's see. Let's bring it up on the screen. Boom. Let's have a look. There we go. So, Qatar, Ecuador, England, Iran, USA, Wales, Senegal, Netherlands. That's a good game. That's a heavy game, Senegal and Netherlands. Denmark, Tunisia, Argentina, and Saudi Arabia. All due respect to Saudi Arabia, I'm hoping Arsenal can get 5 or 6 goals. Mexico, Poland, solid game. Not so solid here, respectfully. Germany, Japan, Morocco, Croatia, Spain, Costa Rica. Spain and Costa Rica, Brazil and Serbia, Portugal and Ghana. Brazil and Serbia, not a bad game at all. Not a bad game. Definitely a decent game. England, USA. Lord have mercy, will this be a massive game? England, USA is a massive game. Forget the what do you call it? Footballing rivalry, just a country rivalry will be massive. Then we got France, Denmark, Argentina, Mexico, a huge game. Huge game, Argentina and Mexico. Spain, Germany, massive. Man, these are delicious matchups. Delicious. Portugal, Uruguay. Woo! Wow. Brazil, Switzerland. Who else? That's a big one. Portugal, Uruguay, and Spain, Germany. Massive. Spain, Germany is massive. Croatia, Belgium, massive. Germany, Costa Rica, Portugal, South Korea, Ghana, Uruguay, big. This one's big. Cameroon, Brazil. This one's big as well. And then round of 16 will be cleared after that. Some good matchup in there in the group stages alone. So, yeah, I'm excited for the World Cup. Netherlands, Brazil, Argentina, Spain are the ones for me. USA will win against England. Says actually, man, that's crazy. I support Netherlands since 96. 2010 was sad for me. Imagine Mane leading Senegal to World Cup while Salah is at home celebrating Christmas. Oh my God. Brazil is cooking World Cup. Man, Brazil. 100% Brazil. David Lee says, big up. It's been a great stream, bro. Thank you very much for staying and with me and sticking with me. I appreciate you. Portugal and Netherlands, because they are such good footballing nations, but they deserve one. Oh, I think I've read that one. Ghana, Uruguay will be great. Yeah, there's some great matchups in there. Some seriously heavy matchups in there. If you're watching, we'll be doing the UFC stream in a few hours. Big UFC fight between Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. Khamzat misses weight because of all politics behind. UFC just need to get an act together, because ever since Conor McGregor left, this shit's gone down the drain. I can't lie. UFC's got a couple of good fights, but all the drama and everything's gone. And mad as it is, Conor McGregor actually kept the organization together quite a bit. So I actually enjoyed that. And in the poll that I've done, a couple of polls that were done today, but the last poll: will Martial stay fit for the rest of 2022-23 season? 58% say no, 41% say yes. So majority of the people are thinking no, he doesn't stay fit for the rest of the season. He'll be having an off and on season, meaning he needs to leave after all, because if you can't stay fit, you don't deserve to play for Manchester United. Will Martial get 15 or more goals this season, 10 or more assists, either or? Very interesting result to that poll. It's 50-50. 50% of people say yes, 50% of people say no. Fan base are divided. Fan base are divided. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up. It's the fight on Sky, says David Lee. No, unfortunately, it is not. It will be, though, on BT Sports. BT Sports. Yeah, I'll be on UFC. I'll be on the UFC. It'll be on the UFC stream. So yeah, big up everyone. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the support. Football is all about love, affection. Football is all about togetherness, fan base. So yeah, big up everyone. Hope everyone stays well. See you in a few hours with the UFC stream. Hopefully starting in the next 4 hours or so. So yeah, big up. Take it easy. God